Good evening. Able to hear me, right? Could anyone confirm, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you all for the confirmation. Thank you all for joining the demo session. Okay. Let me give a brief
Yeah.
about myself. I'm Prakash. I'm a TOSCA architect. Okay. You can see the different name while I'm speaking. Okay. That I have used different credentials. Ignore this. Okay. I'm Prakash. I'm a TOSCA architect. I'm working in a top four company, one of the top core company. I have experience in the automating the SAP applications and Salesforce applications, and I have implemented the distributed execution in TOSCA, and I have performed the web accessibility testing using TOSCA. I have trained more than 150 pupils from fundamental to architect level. This is a quick intro about me. So I'll give a agenda what exactly we are going to discuss in this demo session. First, I'm going to give a overview about the TOSCA market and how the how our course is designed. Then we are going to do a small demo how the TOSCA is going to work with SAP. Okay. At the last, I'll be having a sufficient time for Q&A. In the meantime, if you get any queries, just make a note. At the last, we can address all the queries at once. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yeah, visible.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So
It's
as you
visible.
know, yeah, thank you for the confirmation. Okay. So as you know, our course is TOSCA automation with SAP GUI and S4HANA and API testing. So as a course mentioned, we are going to discuss about the TOSCA automation and using SAP GUI. A GUI is a desktop part. I'm going to explain in depth while giving a brief demo. And S4HANA, like that is a web-based applications. And in other terms, they will call as SAP Fiori. Along with this, we are going to perform the discuss about how to do a API testing using TOSCA. Okay, so this is including all this. We have curated a syllabus. Okay, it is completely a hands-on course with real-time projects. When I say the real-time projects, whatever we are discussing in the class, it is not a trial sessions or like dummy test case. We are not going to create. Whatever we are creating, each and every sessions, we are going to use a real-time example. We are going to discuss a real-time example, real-time flow, real-time SAP flow. If when it comes to SAP, there are different modules. We are going to stick to one particular module. If after this course you guys are placed in a particular module, no, whatever we are discussing in the class. So whatever we discuss in the class, right? Same type of test case we are going to automate. So that type of real-time projects and real-time examples we are going to discuss in this entire class. Okay. So before going before going to the course content, I just wanted you to give a brief about what is TOSCA and why the TOSCA is very demand in the market when comparing with the other automation tools. When it comes to other automation tools like Selenium, Playwright, this and all open source. Like there is no cost is involved if you want to implement. But TOSCA is one of the expensive tool in the market, not a paid tool. It is one of the expensive tool, but it plays a vital role. Also, you can see in the last 4 to 5 years, you can see demand is increased like anything. So what is the reason behind this? Why the demand to the TOSCA is increased? That we are going to discuss in depth in the first session. Okay. So before that, I can see people come from the different backgrounds. Maybe few people are coming from, they are planning to switch from manual testing to automation. Some people are working with different tools, different automation tool. They're trying to learn the TOSCA. Some people are already started learning TOSCA, but they want to push their knowledge to the advanced level. So lot of people are coming with different backgrounds. To learn this TOSCA, as I mentioned, there is no prerequisites required, but one is required: your complete dedication and interest to learn this course. Because even if you are new for the automation, even if you are new for the complete testing domain, there is no problem at all. In the initial sessions, I'm going to cover everything. What is automation? What is the difference between TOSCA with other tools? Why TOSCA is have a huge demand in the market? These type of things I'm going to discuss in the initial sessions. Okay, only your interest is the prerequisite. Rest, even though if you are new for the automation, even new for the testing domain, or even new for the SAP, there is no prerequisite at all required. Okay, so as I mentioned, we are going to discuss about SAP GUI, SAP HANA, SAP Fiori, and API testing. Even though you have zero experience on these topics, means in this tools, no worries. In this course, I'm going to cover everything from the scratch. Okay. So now I just captured a small screenshot from the Nagri. Okay, that we can see a real-time data. Okay, I just filtered with the just TOSCA in India. So the last 30 days, around 300 jobs are posted. This is the current market. As of also, you can see that just now the year is started. Okay, within a week, within 2 weeks. Okay, you can see this around 300 jobs are posted. I'm expecting the weeks going. You guys are already aware about, because you guys are all in the IT industry. In the first 3 months of the year, this will be the huge hiring period. Okay, you can expect a lot of walk-ins, and everything should happen in the next couple of weeks. They're going to start a very huge hiring in the TOSCA as well. Okay, so after a complete that COVID wave, now the company is completely pushing to a face-to-face interview. Okay, so a lot of walk-ins are happening. Even in the last few weeks, like in the generally the market will be very low in the December month because during the Christmas vacations and all. But last few weeks, I can see most of the MNCs are recruited for the TOSCA profile. Might be it might be down for other tools, but TOSCA they have recruited. Till now, the recruitment is going. So this type of demand is there in the market. Okay, I just compared to the salary package. Means what will be the starting packages of this TOSCA tool. Okay, so assuming that we are having few years of experience in TOSCA, you can expect at least 5 LPA to 13 LPA. This is a minimum one. Okay, now in the recent times, you will be having around 4 to 5 years of experience. If you have performed very well in the interview, they are ready to give around 18 to 19 LPA as well. Even though if you are having in between 4 to 5 years of experience. Okay, so they are expecting the you need domain knowledge like SAP. Also, they're expecting the TOSCA automation knowledge. So if you're having this fundamental knowledge on this one, you can easily crack the interview. You can expect the package between 18 to 19 LPS. In this range, you can expect. This is the average range I captured from Ambition Box on Glassdoor. This will we can trust the these websites. Okay, they can give a similar to the real time. Okay, just for your reference, I attach these screens. You can check it. Both Naukri and Ambition Box and Glassdoor, you can have a look. Okay, if you are not gone through these websites previously, just have a look so that you can see the real demand of the tool in the market. Okay.
Not visible.
Sorry, is it visible, guys?
No.
Yes, it's visible.
It's visible, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
visible.
Yeah, could you please check your internet connections? Maybe you can try to rejoin. Thank you, guys. Okay. So now I'll jump to the syllabus. What exactly we are going to discuss in our course. Okay. I'm in the Adobe Reader. Able to see, right? Able to see the screen.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Thank you, guys, for the confirmation. So as I mentioned, guys, I'm repeating this again. There is no prerequisite required at all. Like you are completely new for the TOSCA, it's fine. Completely new for the SAP, it's fine. Completely new for the API testing, no worries. Everything I'm going to start it from the scratch. Okay. So I have divided this particular course into 17 modules. Okay. So I'll break down what we are exactly going to discuss in each and every modules. So in the first module, I'm just going to, as this is an automation course, everyone aware about this one. But in the initial courses, I'm going to give the overview about first what is ERP, because SAP is one of the ERP, Salesforce is one of the ERP, Oracle is one of the ERP. So first we need to understand what is ERP. So if you understand what is ERP, then you can understand what is SAP Salesforce and all. So in the initial sessions, I'm going to give you a brief about what is ERP, and once we discuss about ERP, we are going to discuss about SAP. When it comes to SAP, there are different modules are involved. Like when modules, we can segregate the modules into two different modules as a wider category, like functional module and technical module. So as automation testers, we are not going to test any technical modules. We are going to discuss the functional modules. When it comes to functional modules, there are lots of modules are available, like finance module, controlling module, material management, sales and distribution. So in the initial session, I'm going to give a overview about the SAP and their modules. Okay. Then in the second session, second module, we are going to discuss about how the SAP interface will looks like. So like as I mentioned, no, like when it comes to SAP functional modules, we have a lot of modules like finance, controlling, material management, sales and distribution, warehouse management, inventory management, and all. We are going to take SAP SD as a reference. Why? Because like how the demand will be based on the demand only we have created the course, like how the demand in the market. So as someone is hiring for the TOSCA SAP, TOSCA with SAP means they will expect you need to be very proficient in the TOSCA. That is a first prerequisite because you are going to work as an automation tester. Additionally, they are looking for the SAP knowledge person. SAP domain knowledge means SAP domain knowledge means no one will have a knowledge on all the domains, all the modules. So they are expecting at least one module you can take it. You need to aware about that end-to-end flow of that particular module. So if you know aware about the one end-to-end module, how to automate that one, and what are the different skills involved, what are the different strategies you will use to automate that particular module. Then, for example, in our session, we are going to take the SAP SD. We are going to take the SAP SD and we are going to do a entire end-to-end cycle automation of SAP SD, starting from order to cash. They will like SAP SD means sales and distribution. Like if some most of the companies will do a sales, right? They have a product, they will sell to the customers. So the SAP SD cycle start with creating an order and ending with collecting a cash from the customer. Okay, so SD in other terms they will call as O2C, means order to cycle. It will start with the order and it will end with the cash. So if you know how this O2C cycle will work, you know how to automate this O2C, you know how to implement different strategies to automate this SAP SD end-to-end, you can easily learn the other modules as well. The reason is only the fields and screens interface will going to change. Okay, functionality will going to change. But when it comes to automation perspective, whatever you've done for SAP SD, the same thing you are going to do for or other modules. Okay, the fields and name will going to change. So even though let's assume you have learned the SAP SD in the particular course, but they are recruiting for SAP Okay, you can apply that while you are attending the interview. Even though they are recruiting for the SAP but you have experience in SD. If you are well versed explaining the SAP SD cycle, what are the different strategies you are implemented, how to handle the different tables and different screens and all. If you are explaining this thing now, training you in SAP it will it won't take that much time because you are not going to work as a functional tester. You are going to work as an automation tester. There will be a dedicated functional team is there to support you if you are facing any functional issues, because our responsibility to automate the end-to-end application, not fixing the functional issues and all. Okay, so that is the reason we are taking an SAP SD. In this particular course, we are going to discuss end-to-end of an SAP SD. Okay, starting from order to cash. Why we've specifically picked SAP SD? SAP, like other than FI, and SAP SD is one of the familiarly used model in the market, because most of the companies they're going to do a sales. Okay, maybe that might be a business to business or business to customer, means a B2B or B2C. So like B2C, B2B or B2C, anyway, they're going to do some sales. So definitely they need to use a sales and distribution module. So that is one of the reason I have picked this one. Okay, so most of the chance you might work in the SAP SD module. So that is the reason we are going to discuss the complete SAP SD module in this particular course. Okay, in the second module, we are going to discuss about how the SAP interface SAP GUI interface will work. Means like we are going to discuss in depth about this SAP interface. So this is SAP application will looks like. Okay, so if you want to go to any transactions, any pages, you can give the details and share it over here. Okay, so we are going to discuss about how the SAP navigations will be and what are the technical terms are involved in SAP. Okay, what are the different T codes, what are the different tables are involved. So we are going to discuss everything in this second module. In the third module, till second module, I didn't touch TOSCA, guys. Till second module, we're going to discuss about the ERP, what is SAP, what is SAP SD, what is T code, what is SAP tables, what are the important T codes, what are the SAP tables and all used. That we are going to discuss in the initial sessions. So once you have an idea how the SAP will work, how the SAP SD will work, then we are jumping into the TOSCA. Okay. Now, why TOSCA? Like there are, like as I mentioned, lot of automation tools are available. Free tools are available. There is no cost is involved. Why TOSCA is preferred and dominating the market? So we're going to discuss in depth in the third section. Okay, so actually the TOSCA, one of the reason TOSCA demanding the market is following the data driven testing and model based automation. So we are going to discuss in depth what is model based automation, how the model based automation is effectively implemented in SAP. So these things we are going to discuss in a third chapter. Along with this, like we need to, before automating the SAP, we need to do some prerequisite setup for SAP automations. So to automate any application, you need to do pre setups and all we need to do. So that one we are going to discuss in this third module. And in fourth module, we are going to install both TOSCA and SAP. After installation, we are going to configure both SAP and TOSCA in your machine. Each and every machine, I will guide you to install these TOSCA and SAP. Okay, so you guys will get an access for TOSCA up to 8 weeks, and for SAP, you'll get an access for next 3 months. Okay, this end-to-end access, guys, that is not restricted access. Whatever is available in real time, both SAP and TOSCA you'll get an access for. TOSCA you'll get an access for 8 weeks, and SAP you'll get an access for 3 months. Okay, so we are going to do a basic setup for both the TOSCA and SAP. For each and every one, I will guide you how to install the TOSCA and how to do a basic setup to our automation. So why I'm focusing on each and individual, right? Each and every classes, maybe not in the initial classes, maybe after completing few sessions, most of the classes I will give a small task, because learning a TOSCA concept is very easy when comparing with other automation tools. The only thing is required is practice. So for each and every session, I will give a small tasks so that you can use the TOSCA, so that you can easily access the TOSCA, because while you are like any other purpose you are looking to learn the TOSCA, the main thing is you need to do a lot of practice so that you can easily access the TOSCA and SAP as well. So that is one of the main reason we are installing and providing the access to you all for the 3 months for SAP and 8 weeks for TOSCA. Okay. So after the setup and installation is done, in the fifth module, we are going to discuss about SAP subset and SAP scan. So in this module, we are exactly going to start the automation. Okay, so technically, we are going to scan the module means scan the SAP pages. We will be starting the automation. Okay, in the sixth page, after scanning and all, in the sixth module, we are going to discuss how to create a end-to-end test case. Okay, in an SAP. So after completing the sixth chapter, in your machine, you will be automated one end-to-end flow in an SAP. Okay, so that one we are going to discuss in an sixth module. So you have created, after completing the sixth module, you have created one test case. So you need to run the test case. There will be 3 possibilities. Either it will pass, fail, or it will throw an error. So if it is passed, no worries, we can pick it up the next test case, we can run it. Or if it is failed or it's thrown an error. So how to debug? So what are the debugging techniques we are involved in the TOSCA? And in comes to TOSCA, if by seeing the error message name itself, we need to identify what might be the reason for the failure. So because if you know the debugging techniques very confidently, you can easily automate and you can crack these issues and all, whatever you're facing across this SAP application or other applications. Okay, so that one we are going to discuss in depth in the 7th module. In the 8th module, we are going to discuss about the SAP advanced techniques. SAP advanced technique means how to handle a SAP toolbar, menu bar, and what is this if you are handling any table. When it comes to SAP, guys, there is lots of tables are involved. Okay, because all the data will be stored in a table format. So we are going to discuss what is hash table, what is dollar table, and what is the differences between them. Why there is a two different technical terms are involved to call the value in a table. So everything we are going to discuss in this 8th chapter. In 9th chapter, when it comes to SAP, this is specifically for SAP GUI, this particular 9th chapter. So because in SAP, we lots of pop-ups are involved. Okay, so we need to handle a pop very effectively. So when it comes to SAP pop-up, it will behave differently when comparing with the web application pop-ups. So how to handle this one and how to effectively implement this pop-ups in SAP, we are going to discuss in the 9th module. In 10th module, as I mentioned, TOSCA is demanding the market because of it's following the model-based automation. Also, it is less maintenance. Also, the reusability is very high. So, how the reusability is very high and how is less maintenance? That's what we are exactly going to implement in the module, 10th module, library and reusability. So how to create a library, how to maintain the RTB. So these things we are going to discuss in the 10th module. In the 11th module, this is advanced concepts in TOSCA. Okay, so we are going to implement the test case design. Test case design is nothing but like I'll give a small real-time example, guys. So if you are going to open an Amazon, okay, you are going to order an iPhone. Okay, what you will do first, you will log into the Amazon website, then you will search the iPhone, and you will place that like add to cart, and you will place the order. Okay, like you will place an order. So this is one flow. Like let's assume we have automated this flow. We are going to automate means we are going to order an iPhone. So same process, I'm going to order an iPad now. Okay, what is the only thing will going to change? Instead of searching mobile phone, I'm going to search the iPad. So for this one, instead of creating end-to-end test case again, that's one particular part alone I will replace. So that type of details we can achieve using this test case design. So how to effectively implement this one? This is one of the advanced concept. And if most of the SAP projects are they are trying to implement, previously also they were implemented this TCD, but in the last few years, most of the companies, most of the MNCs are trying to implement this TCD in each and every SAP projects. Okay, so that one we are going to discuss in depth in the 11th module. In the 12th module, like in this particular course, you are going to learn how to automate in Excel as well. Okay, like you are not going to learn only about the SAP GUI, SAP Fiori, API testing. You are going to learn how to automate in Excel automation. So why Excel is important? Excel is one of the mainly used for the storing the data. So whatever the data is stored in required for the SAP, that we are going to store it in Excel. From Excel, we are going to fetch the data and we are going to use it in a SAP application or other applications. And once the process is done, we are going to send some data from application to Excel. So how to implement this data transfer, like SAP to application, Excel to application, application to Excel. So how to implement this data transfer effectively and how to implement this Excel manipulation effectively with repetition concepts and all. Repetition concept means, guys, like for example, I have an Excel sheet. Okay, so today I have a five rows. Maybe tomorrow it will increase to 10, 100, or sometimes it will be only 2 rows. So our automation script should run dynamically. So if it is 2 row, according to the 2 row it should run. If it is 10 row, it should run. So how to implement? Using the repetition concept in TOSCA, we are going to implement. So this type of advanced things in Excel, we are going to discuss in the 12th chapter. In 13th chapter, we are going to discuss about the conditional looping logics in TOSCA, like how to implement the if-else condition, how to implement the while loops, do-while loops. So we are going to implement this in a 13th module. In 14th module, this is one of the like important feature in TOSCA, okay, recovery scenario and cleanup scenarios. So this recovery scenario, in other words, they will call it second life to the test case. If the test case is failed in other automation tool, there is no other go. It will be failed. But when it comes to TOSCA, there will be a second life for that particular failed test case that we can achieve using recovery. Okay, recovery scenario. So these type of things we are going to discuss in the 14th module. In 15th module, we are going to discuss end-to-end about the API automation using TOSCA. Okay, how the API scan will work and how to create a test case, how to create a module, and how what is the prerequisite for perform the API testing. Everything we are going to discuss in the 15th chapter. And in 16th chapter, after completion of 30 to 40% of syllabus, guys, I will ask you to do the certifications. Like mandatory, you need to do a AS1, AS2. If you are completed this one, TDS2, TDS1, TDS2, AE1, and SAP certification and all, I'll parallelly ask you to do it whenever you get some time. So if you are facing any issues, if you are unable to crack the any AS1, AS2 certification or any other certifications, okay, I will be there to support you to perform to complete that examinations and all. So this is one of the main thing. And last one, after completion of 70 to 80% of syllabus, for each and every one of you, I will allocate an end-to-end real-time project. Okay, so whatever you learned in a class, everything that you are going to implement in one end-to-end project. So that is comes under the 17th module. Okay, this is the entire syllabus we are going to discuss in the next 30 hours. Okay, so if anyone have any doubts in the syllabus, please make a note. Once we are doing a small demo, I will be going for a Q&A. We can discuss in depth about this, any queries in the syllabus. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a small demo so that you can understand how the TOSCA and SAP will behave. So, who is like not new for the SAP? You already came to this pages and all. Okay. So this is a login page. So maybe if someone is already have an experience about in the SAP S3 module, they are familiar with this T code called VA01. Okay, this is a sales order creation. Means sales order is nothing but if someone want to buy a product, we need like we'll be having a list of products. I need these 10 products for this many quantities. Okay, so for that we'll be creating one order, right? So that is called a sales order. We are going to discuss in depth in the classes. Okay, so first I need to just search this VA01 in this search tab. Once I search this one, I need to click on this enter. Okay, once I come here, I need to enter this order type. Okay, this detail I need to fill. Once I fill this one, I need to click on this enter. Okay, so this small flow we are going to automate. Okay, first I need to search it here. So this VA01. Then I need to give these values. I need to click on enter. This small flow will try to automate. In the small flow, two types of things are involved. Okay, so maybe I'll go to the TOSCA. So this is the TOSCA screen, guys. Maybe if someone is new for this one, this is a module section. Okay, so this in this module section is nothing but it contains a technical property of any application. Whatever the application you're going to automate, the technical properties will be maintained in this module section. So second one is the test case section. After creating the module, using the module, we are going to create a test cases. Once the test case is created, in the execution list, you are going to execute that and you are going to extract the reports and all. So these are the main three sections in TOSCA. First, to give the input, first I need to scan this page. Okay, then only I can give this input and all. So how to scan this pages? So I'm going to the TOSCA. I'm going to start scanning the page. So here you can see the scan. So everything we'll be discussing in depth in the upcoming classes, guys. So these things I'm not explaining in depth what is module and what I done here and all that we are going to discuss in the next sessions. So I'm going to scan this page. Means this page I'm going to scan. This page I'm going to scan. So right click, I'm going to scan. I'm clicking on the application. So once I click on the application, it will open all the application opened in my machine. So from that, I need to select the which application I'm going to scan. So this is my application. Okay, this application I'm going to scan. I clicked on this one and I'm clicking on the scan. Happened. Just a minute, guys. Something is broken here.
I think you need to select that scripting two options as well.
Yeah. This
I'm
one.
not yeah.
No. This is I have enabled the scripting. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe this shouldn't be enabled. We'll see that.
I'm also not sure. I'm just giving some.
Yeah. Actually, like few days back only, I conducted a class as well. So at the
Okay.
time it will work. Something got broken. Maybe let me check it quickly again. Scripting should be enabled, but it's okay. So first I need to go to that particular page. So I need to scan this page. So for that, what is happening? Sorry guys, just give me a minute. Okay, let me forcefully close this one. Okay. So this page is opened. Now I'm going to scan this page. Okay, guys, let me close it and open it again. So this is one of the debugging technique, guys. So sometimes you'll face an issue due to some SAP slowness or server is down. We'll face this issue. This is one of the debugging techniques as well. So you need to do check in all. This we are going to discuss in depth while discussing about the debugging techniques. So this is the page I'm going to scan. I've clicked on this one and clicked on the scan. Okay, it's throwing an issue. Okay, so leave it. So we can take another example. Just a minute.
I think in scan page we can click the left and in some configuration. I think
No.
shows on
I think
GUI.
internally we need to change something. Previously it got worked, something got broken. Okay, maybe yesterday also I tried. It worked. Okay, I'm not sure why it is throwing an issue. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. Okay, able to see my screen, right? I'm in the demo shop screen. Able to see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yes, thanks for the confirmation. So this you came across in a lot of YouTube videos. Okay, this we are not going to automate, but for giving the demo purpose, I'm going to discuss these things. Okay, so let's assume like I need to enter this email ID and password, and then I need to click on login. So how to automate this simple flow? Okay, so I will do this manually. First, I need to give the email. Once I give the email, I need to give the password, and I need to click on login. So once it is done, the login will get successful. So how to automate this simple flow? Okay, for that I'm coming here and I'm going to start scanning same. So once I clicked on scan, I'm going to this condensed. So I'm selecting this, whatever the field I'm going to use for the automation, I'm selecting. So first I need this email text box to enter the email. And then I need this password text box to enter the password. Once I entered, I need to click on this login. So I am selecting this login button as well. Once I selected, I'm clicking on this advanced. So this is done. I'm saving this one and I'm closing. So see, this is added now. This is the module section. So as I mentioned, this contains the technical property of any application. So now this is done. Now I'm going to the test case section. Right click. I'm going to create one test case. This is a test case. Log into web shop. This is my test case name. So once it's done, I need to drag and drop this module. Okay, I'm dragging this one and dropping it here. So once it is done, I need to enter the email. Okay. This is my email. I'm entering here and password. And I need to click on the login. To perform the click operation, we can use the X in TOSCA. So now this is done. Now I'm going to run this now. Just observe guys what is happening. Like TOSCA will enter the email ID password and it will click on this login. You can't see this click operation, but check that what is happening. So I'm going to run this now and I'm checking whether this is going to work properly or not. So you can see TOSCA script started running here. So see, it's entered the email ID, password, and then it clicked on login. So now this is successful. So this is how easy and straightforward to learn the TOSCA and implement the TOSCA. Within few minutes, I have automated one page, one functionality, login functionality. I have automated to enter the email, password, and clicking on login. So this is how straightforward. Also, this is one of the codeless tool. There is no code is required for this automation in any sort of application. Sorry, any sort of automation using TOSCA. No code is required. Okay, there is no coding knowledge also. Prior coding knowledge also required to understand this flow. Okay. Okay. So I have created a module. I have created a test case, email ID, password, and I give the value and I ran this one. So here you can see guys, password. Once I enter the password, see it is automatically hidden. Okay, even if you want to see that, you can't see that. Once it is entered, it is done. No one will see this one. So these type of self customization options also, lot of options also available in this TOSCA. So we're going to explore the features of TOSCA in separate sessions. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. So it's completely for Q&A. Anyone have any queries? You can raise your hands. I will call your name. Okay. We can discuss the Q&A. I will address your Q&As. If someone want to paste it in the chat as well, you can paste it. I will read it at the end. Okay. Yes. Surendra, you can unmute and speak.
Yeah, hi. I'm new for TOSCA actually. And even SAP as well, SAP as a fresher. So I have a small doubt. So in SAP, we have a lot of tables, right? You already told in the starting session only SAP is nothing but it is a tables. So and you said end to end. End to end is nothing but so I think end to end is not but only one module. It's a combination of different modules as well, right?
Yeah.
So for SD, if you take SD as an example, we need to get some data, master data. So to do any automation and all, right? So for master data as well, so the data will pick up automatically from other module, right? So data will come from SAP to SAP, SAP to non-SAP as well, right? So again, TOSCA will take the data to create order to sell, order to cash.
Okay, your question is how this is working in a real time.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, I'll give you a brief about how the automation people's day-to-day task will be. Okay, in particular specific to TOSCA. Okay, so let's assume I will give a real-time scenario. Okay, you guys are allocated with the one test case you are going to automate. Okay, so you will get in clear-cut steps and details. Like first, you need to log in. This documentation shared in different ways based on the project. Okay, one functional team guys will be there. They will be doing a manual testing. Okay, they will test all the functionality in manual way. Once they have tested, they will send that particular script, a particular flow to us to automate. Okay, either they can send it in a different ways. Like for first preferred way is like they will capture each and every screen, whatever they are giving the input. Okay, they will add a comments. First go to this page and log in with SAP. Use these credentials. Log in with this. Miss this screenshot will be captured. They will be entering this username and password. Once it entered, okay, this page will be landed. They will capture this screen. They will ask you to enter this T code. Once you enter the T code, then they will they will capture this screenshot. They will ask you to enter these inputs. Then they will ask you to click on this enter. Okay, then they will ask you to put this inputs in this field. So these type of end-to-end flow with proper commands and proper screenshot will be shared. This is one way. Second way, some people will share it in Excel sheet. What is the first step? What is the second step? What is the third step? In the third step, what are the data we need to give? So when it comes to automation testers, your responsibility is to automate an end-to-end flow. Okay. So if you are facing any issues with the data, like for example, like if I give the different value, no? If I click on enter, I will face an error here. If I face an error, I need to check with the concern FA. There will be one guy will responsible to it is tested in a manual way. So we need to check with the data. So, but if they won't do a spoon feeding, so they will do everything. We need to automate simple flow. But you need to have basic understanding on the SAP as well, how the SAP will work and how SAP flows will work. So if you're facing these type of small issues, no, you can fix it on your own. So that's what they're expecting. The TOSCA people, they can like while checking with the FA as well, means a functional team as well. Like you can't, you will take a screenshot if you're facing this issue. Okay, you will take a screenshot. If we don't have an idea about how SAP will work, what you will do, you will screenshot. I'm facing this issue, please help me. But they know I'm facing a test data issue. What are the data used in means the reference document, it is not working. There might be any changes happened, might be any data refreshes happened in SAP, or any recent changes or recent features introduced in SAP. So I'm facing this issue. This is a test data issue. Could you please check with this? If you're facing any technical issue, you no need to check with the functional team. You need to check with the security team. If you're facing any technical issue, you need to differentiate what is functional issue, what is technical issue. For the purpose, you will check with the respective team for the respective issues. So for the purpose, they are expecting you to learn about the SAP flow. Okay, so even though the integration is involved, for example, this sales, when it comes to sales or sales and distribution, definitely the finance is involved. Wherever the cash is involved, finance came into the picture. Means sales and distribution means you are selling some material. Let's assume you are selling some material. Then material management will come. So the integration will happen. No model will work as a standalone. Okay, each and every model is integrated with the other modules. Like using the material management only, using warehouse management. In the warehouse, you are going to pick the material, you are going to sell it to the customer. So warehouse management came into the picture. Once you sell the product, if they return the product, we need to put the returned product again to the warehouse. So lots and lots of like each and every module is interconnected with the other modules. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
our responsibility is to automate the flow. If you're facing any issues, there will be dedicated team to support you. Okay. No, also some people will say, do I need to know integration of two modules? No. All our screens in automation perspective, all our screens, if you give any flow, I will automate that flow. That's all. Even that is an integration flow or standalone flow or end-to-end flow. That's it's you are saying it's a functionally in my what is the first step, what is the next step, what is the next step. So these steps I will take care of this one. This is how the real-time automation testers will work.
Okay. Basically, we required for evidence. That's it. What exactly the right?
But we need to ensure that we will be covering all the checking all the functionalities.
And one more thing, SAP GUI, SAP, we have a lot of systems, right? I mean, lot of connections, right? I mean, in the sense, one is test system, one is developer system and all. And we have a lot of system lines as well, lot of clients as well. So, so we need connection string as well, right? To connect Tosca as well. So how can we find that connection string? I mean, for example, I heard something. So, I mean, we have some standard modules in Tosca. I mean, SAP logon path, SAP, login. And so for
Yes.
logon path, we need to give some string, connection string, where that
Yes.
SAP will open, right? So how can we find in Tosca? I mean, so exactly, I don't know. I'm just searching on Google. I'm watching some videos and all.
No worries. I got your exact point. Actually, the standard modules are available in Tosca. Okay. Maybe I'll give a brief. We are going to discuss in depth in the sessions, means in the course. Okay. So this is a standard module. So Tosca, why SAP is more, whenever you can see the SAP application, most of the time they are automating using Tosca. What is the reason? So Tosca making the work easy. Here you can see in the engines, you can see the SAP. To open this, open this one, to open this particular page and then to enter the email ID and password, I no need to scan. Okay. So these models are already available in the Tosca. So see, using this logon. So here, what I will do, if I want to automate any test cases, I will use this module. I will drag and drop it here. So it's asking client. Client means nothing but this one. So client, username, password, login language. These fields I need to fill to perform the login, successful login. So see, this already there. So client, I need to fill the details. That's all. Okay. So these are the standard modules. Few things are already available in Tosca, so that we are going to reuse that. Okay, that is one. So when it comes to like a string and all, so these are team's responsibility to give like you no need to. If your request for an SAP access, the team will give the access. These things they will give, and where you can see the technical properties, we are going to discuss in depth in the classes. So where we can key the string, how to reuse that string in the Tosca. So these things we are going to discuss in depth about in the real classes.
Okay.
So you, as you mentioned, you are new for the Tosca and new for the SAP. No worries. I'm starting everything from the scratch.
Yeah, yes, because SAP means tables only. In tables, we cannot,
Yeah.
select a single line. How I don't know how to select single line. I don't know how to give some values in, for general table display C16, and we have a lot of fields,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So
I
in
got it,
that,
got it.
we
So
need
we are
to.
going to analyze this as a table. Okay. I have a dedicated task for to handle the tables as well. Okay. I will make a note whether you're, I will check in the classes. Okay. Yeah. No worries. We can discuss everything in detail. Okay.
Is
Thank you, sir.
Tosca work on Mac?
Sorry. Yes,
Is
it will work on Mac. Yeah.
Tosca will work on Mac?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Lavanya Kumar, you can.
Yeah, hey, so I have a few questions. Question number one is
Mm.
in tricentest.com, normally we get a 14-day trial. So
Mm.
how do you ensure that we get a 2 months trial to make sure that the all practices can be done? And the second thing is I'm from the banking, healthcare, and retail domain. I'm new to
Mm.
SAP. So
Mm.
why did you focus more on SAP and some HANA versus a general website or a web page, And
Mm.
um,
Mm.
and how and the fourth one is I did
Mm.
AS1, AS2 certification. I'm a ETL tester.
Mm.
Basically, I did basic connection to
Mm.
Teradata as a
Mm.
practice in the existing firm.
Mm.
But I found there's a lot of
Mm.
logic. I mean, when you do a loop or reading an Excel file from 1 to 10
Mm.
rows, you say
Mm.
it's drag and drop, it's easy, but
Mm.
building those nested loops and all that, it's very
Mm.
tricky and
Mm.
formula based. So how do you teach or approach to that? So
Mm.
once you define these four, that will determine my training
Mm.
to
Sure.
start.
Sure. I'll start with your access. Actually, we have a dedicated way to get an access for 45 days. Okay.
Okay.
That for that to get an 45 days, the prerequisites you need to have a valid mail ID, any mail ID. It shouldn't be
Yes.
like a corporate mail. So for that one, if you have a proper mail ID, you can get an access of 45 days. Once it
What
is
if I
expired,
already used it before? Doesn't matter.
you need to look for another mail ID. That's all.
Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
Got
then
it.
you can get an access for the 45 days. And
Yeah.
like if you even the your license is expired, like I will guide you in initial classes how to renew that license, maybe using the different mail ID so that your existing work will not be removed. Okay, whatever you developed using the previous license. So that I
Mm-hmm.
will guide you how to do that. When it comes to SAP, why specifically we are looking for this particular course is for SAP, but here no, there is no corporate mail ID is required. Your personal mail ID, any Gmail, any Yahoo mail, any Hotmail, anything is fine. Okay, any personal mail ID is completely, absolutely fine for this. Okay, so when it comes to your SAP, so actually we are going to automate two different applications here. One, like when it comes to Tosca, we can broadly classify the applications in two applications. One is desktop based applications, one is web based applications. Desktop based application means whatever you have installed in your machine. Okay, that is with a desktop based application. This is SAP GUI. This is SAP GUI is the desktop based application that will be installing in our local. Second one is web based application. Web based application means what are the application you are opening in a browser. That is web based applications. So in this course especially we are going to discuss how to automate in web desktop based application, how to automate in web based application. So if you know how to automate in web based application and desktop based applications, you can automate any other applications. Either it may be healthcare domain, either it may be banking domain, irrespective of the applications. If you know how to automate any one of the web-based automation, web-based application, if you are aware about how to automate this web-based application, you can automate any other web-based applications. If you are aware about how to automate this desktop-based application, you can automate any other desktop-based applications. Okay, so even though we are specifically discussing about the SAP, but the concept about the TOSCA will remains the same for across the applications. So no worries. If you learn
Okay.
any like we are going to see in a generic, even though this course is specific for SAP, but I'm going to discuss also generic concepts that might be not used in SAP, that might be used in other applications. This is a very generic course. Specifically, we are discussing about the SAP. Okay,
Okay.
after completion of this course, I'm 100% sure that even though you have practiced n number of things in SAP, you can automate the healthcare domain applications and banking sector domain applications. If you need any specific, like any specific practice, no, I will assign you a specific task only for you, maybe only for your like-minded peoples, so that you can experience the similar type of applications you can automate. Okay, that if you're facing any issues in those automations, I will guide you if you're facing any issues. Okay.
And
If
about the logic, so the other
yeah,
question is
so yeah, so actually TOSCA is an automation tool. Okay, we no need to think in a programming perspective. We have customized concepts called repetitions and statements. Using those things, we are going to implement that one.
so do you
Okay.
have
Also,
those
we are going to
exercises in your
yes.
training?
So using Excel, as I mentioned while discussing about the syllabus itself, using Excel, how to handle a dynamic Excel. So these type of exercises, it will be there in my course. Okay, if you feel like maybe after completion of 70 to 80% of syllabuses, if you feel some sort of scenarios, real-time scenarios you want me to try in the class, please let me know. I'm happy to try in a real time.
Okay, and as you said, as we keep changing email IDs, we can still retain our sessions. Is that right? I
Yes,
mean, our
yes,
exercises and all that, and
yes,
keep on learning for 3 to 4 months, maybe instead of
yes.
45 days,
Yeah,
by changing the email IDs.
yes, yes.
Good.
When it comes to
And
SAP is a paid tool. Okay, you can't get an access of free version.
yeah.
So
But at least
our
a general
team.
website like Amazon or some,
Mm.
some website wherein we can practice,
Yes, yes. So when it comes to SAP, our team, our dedicated 4 to 5 users, they will share it with you. They are also buying from the vendor. This is the cost is involved, but for the 3 months, you will get a free access for the SAP. You can access to any other tables, any T codes you can access using those credentials. That will be shared once you get enrolled in the course.
And thanks. And what about the modules? I believe like some corporates buy special modules for TOSCA, or do we get all the needed modules for interview prep and job tracking that's available with this license?
Whatever is available in real time, everything is available in TOSCA in trial version. There is no restriction at all.
Yeah, and finally, do you support after training? Like I'm at a job, I got something stuck. So do you provide support here, like pinging you in WhatsApp or email saying that I have this issue, can you help me? Or is it confined to 30 hours?
Uh, Actually, this course is confined to 30 hours. Okay, if you have any questions, any support related after completion of the course,
Yes.
this is the admin team number. You can make a note. These guys are available in the WhatsApp group as admin. You can reach out to them. You can reach out to specifically to Anita for any sort of doubts and queries. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thank you.
after yeah, thanks, Lavan Kumar.
And finally,
So
I work on the EST time zone. So is there something that, we have night classes, or I have to watch videos, or how does it work,
So we'll be uploading the recordings and sharing with you all after completion of the session. Okay. So as of now, this course is dedicated for 9 to 10 p.m. IST. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
before get
that's very but adaptable, right? For people like me working on EST time zone, wherein I can't attend live sessions. I can always attend the recordings.
like if you feel any doubts after watching the recording, feel free to ping me in the WhatsApp during the course period. You can ping me in the group. You can reach out if any personal queries, if you want to reach out. If you want any quick call, we'll be connecting based on our availability.
Yeah, as long initially you provide those accesses to. Okay, sounds good. When does the course start?
By tomorrow.
Okay, and you'll post the
Everything will be
information.
posted in the group. Okay. After completion of session, it will be posted.
I'm good.
Yeah. Thank you, Lavan. Okay, so before getting to the addressing the next question, guys, so I will explain a brief about how my class structure will be. Okay, first 10 minutes, it will be the introduction to the class. And if you have any queries in the last classes, first 10 minutes, I will be planning to address those queries. So next 40 minutes, I'll be discussing the new topic for the class, and last 10 minutes will be the Q&A and what are the tasks is assigned. So this is my class structure, guys. Okay, first 10 minutes for introduction and last class queries. Next 40 minutes will be we are discussing about the topics, and last 10 minutes will be the Q&A and task discussion. This is my class structure. Okay, thank you. And Next is Bharati.
Hi,
Bharati Prasad. Yeah. Hi.
yes, hi, Prakash. Yeah. So I have like so you told about SAP, right? So in SAP, you will be covering both Fury as well as GUI, right?
Yes. Yes. This
Okay.
course is specifically for SAP GUI and SAP Fury. We are going to
Yeah.
discuss both.
Yeah. And in SAP we have this IDOCs, right? So will you be covering that IDOC also, like capturing those IDOC
Mm,
IDOCs
if
related?
actually it's not came across this SAP SD cycle, okay, maybe you can remain me at the end of the course, okay, after completing of 80 to 90% now. If time permits, if you need any sort of real-time examples using iDocs, you can let me know. I will try to cover in one session, the last
Yeah.
sessions. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Similarly, in SAP we also have this PDF like forms, right?
Mm.
So will you be covering that form scan, that PDF scan, or
PDF for comparisons and like we have a dedicated modules for PDFs, right? That
Mhm.
part of sort I'm covering in this course.
Okay, okay,
Okay. Yeah.
okay. And you already told Excel, right? So Excel part is fine, but
Mm.
yeah, like we also have some functionality like downloading the Excel from SAP. So that also is there, right?
Yes, yes, yes. This is a very
okay,
real-time scenario. This is
okay,
I am covering because
okay.
like most of the time Excels are not available in the local. We are downloading based on the
Yeah.
download Excel. We are need to capture the data. No, that real-time scenario I'm going to discuss how to
Okay.
download once it is download because that doesn't have a dedicated path. No, it will be that path is created once it is downloaded. So how to handle
Yes.
that? That type of real-time scenario I'm going to cover.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Bharti. Thank you, Amuta.
Yeah, hi Prakash. Prakash, I have the doubt is like, do you cover the DEX execution and the CI/CD pipelines executions in this course actually?
As part of this course, I'm not covering the DEX part here. Okay, if you
Okay,
feel like a DEX part needs to be covered, okay, maybe
okay,
you can remain me on the end of the course, but I will cover 100%. Okay, so what
okay,
is the DEX
fine.
part? What is the configuration of DEX, and how the DEX should be applicable, how to implement in your machine and all. I can discuss at the end of the course. As part of the syllabus, it's not covered. If you want, I can cover it. It will take 1 or 2 sessions. Maybe it will take a maximum of 2 sessions. I will add those two
Okay,
sessions.
yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. But you are covering the SAP applications means we have maintained lot of data, right? So there is a TOSCA, we have the concept
Mm,
like TDS, correct?
mm,
That
mm.
actually it's do you cover that what TDS
TDS is covered. TDS is covered part
cover?
of this course.
Okay, okay, fine.
Because
Okay,
actually, just giving the info about this TDS. TDS is nothing but Excel sheet is available in the TOSCA server that is called TDS. So I'm covering that part.
okay, 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 Prakash. Thank you.
Yeah. Batri?
Yes, sir. So I have a question regarding
Mm,
the trial license of TOSCA. So you said it will be active for 8 weeks, right? So we can use our
mm,
personal email ID to activate that license. Is that correct?
yes.
Or we need to
Yes.
use the enterprise?
Yes. No, no.
Special
Your
ID.
personal ID is more than enough. It will be have an access for 45 days. Once it is expired, you need one more mail ID. Then you can have access for next 45 days. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. And in trial, even though it's called as a trial version, whatever is available in real time, 100% features is available in the trial version. So we'll get a real time experience.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. So any other questions, guys? Or maybe I'll take it from the chat. Okay. Session having covering the Salesforce TOSCA automation. Sorry, because actually this is course for meant for the SAP. So we are not covering the Salesforce application, but if you know how to automate an TOSCA like a Fury application, Fury is a web-based application. Salesforce is also a web-based applications. If you know how to automate an Fury, 100% you can automate an Salesforce application. Okay, technically, we are not discussing about the Salesforce concepts, but will be covering how to handle a web-based application. So when I say web-based application, Salesforce and Fiori are similar type of application. So you can easily automate the Salesforce if you know how to automate in Fiori. Okay. Also, as an automation tester, guys, we need to look in the perspective of automation testing. So when I say the automation testing, irrespective of the applications, we need to check whether that is a web-based application or desktop-based applications. So in this course, you'll be learning both. You will be learning how to automate in desktop-based application, how to automate in web-based automation. So if you know how to automate web-based automation, irrespective of the application, you can automate any sort of application. You can automate if you know how to automate one application. Naveen?
Yeah, hi Prakash. Prakash, actually I'm having 7 years of manual testing. So right now I don't know any automation because of poor programming knowledge. So if I shift into this, so I am having exactly like 7 years experience. So after learning this course, how many years I can keep experience? Because 7 years means I think it is very large, right? So that is the reason I'm asking, as I was completely working on the manual testing.
Exactly. That's a very good question. I mean, okay, I'm waiting for this question. Okay, actually, after completion of this course, you can if you complete all my tasks, whatever I'm assigning, if you complete all my tasks, you can put it as at least you have an experience of 2 to 3 years. But you attended my course and you listen the lectures and all, no, you can put it as around 1.5 to 2.5 years of experience. Okay. If you want to put on more experience, I need to put a 4 years of experience in my resume now, you can reach out to me. I will guide you how to handle those things, what they will expect if you have put a 4 years of experience.
Okay. Means that will be not that 4 to 5 means that will be not covered here in the section, or should we learn something separately?
I will not that much is required. Okay, but I will give a guide path what exactly you need to be covered.
Okay, because why I'm asking this, because here you will be telling like only one module, no? So for seven means they will be expecting different modules. So that's the reason.
Actually, in real time, it won't work like that, Naveen. Okay, so as I mentioned, no, as automation testers, we need to look in the perspective of applications, desktop or this one. So if you need, like, if you want to project yourself as a you need to in SD, we are going to discuss that is more than enough to crack an interview, even though you can put it at an experience of 4 to 5 years. Okay, but if you're putting an experience of 4 to 5, they will expect you to how your team will work and all. So that sort of questions, management sort of questions you can expect. Technically, they won't go in depth. Okay, whether they can ask in the SAP, whether they can ask in the TOSCA. If you're proficient in this one, then they will go for the, like, based on the experience. If you put an experience of 5 years means 4 to 5 years means they will expect the management level of questions. That will be your questions. But if you want to learn the other modules as well, I will guide you. I will give a proper path. What is the what will be the exact path you need to follow? You need to well versed in other modules as well.
Okay. And so for different modules, there will be different T codes, no? So should we focus on the T codes? Means should we learn like the T codes also?
Actually, we can take any modules. There will be important T codes and important table names will be there. That is more than enough, because our like, even though the manual testing team or functional testing team, they won't remember all the T codes. Okay, if they are working in a specific model, they can remember this one. If they worked in the past, they won't remember those T codes. Okay, so but when it comes to any modules, important like 10 to 15 T codes will be there. Around 10 tables or 8 to 10 tables will be there that we can memorize and we can project that we have experience in this one.
Okay, but what about the interview point? Means they will be expecting more T codes, right? In the entry point.
No. T code is just to check whether how much you are proficient with the SAP tool and all. Using the T code numbers, they won't judge you. The mainly our thing is they will expect you will be proficient on the TOSCA or not. That is their primary expectations. Once you cracked that expectation, no, then they will come for the SAP knowledge. How much you have knowledge in SAP? SAP means they will ask about the flow and functionalities and what are the issues you have faced and what sort of approach you will be facing for handling a tables, handling a pop-up, handling different navigations. So these type of questions will be there. T code is an added one because like memorizing T code, like if I know under T code, if you know 40 T codes, but I'm not sure about the functionality. I'm not sure about the how to handle the different strategies. No, I won't be considered in the first place. You will be considered because you can Google it. Like we need to speak in a real time. No, no one will remember all the T codes. If you want to T code, just Google it. You can get it in a fraction of seconds. That's what will work in real time. Okay. Also, when it comes to automation testers, we are not a responsible person to have a end-to-end function knowledge because we are automation testers. We need to have knowledge on the domain. That is a plus point here. So these type of questions will be expected in the one. So like whatever you are asking, no, that will be the roles and responsibility of a functional tester or a manual tester. They will be working in SAP.
Okay. And after learning this course, means we can focus mostly on SAP, like SAP TOSCA, or otherwise we can focus on TOSCA with the web also.
Web also you can focus.
Okay.
Because
Means
I'm
in the
covering the
interview point.
both web and SAP. After completion of the course, you can look for TOSCA, just TOSCA, and SAP with TOSCA and SAP with web. You can focus on this focus on these jobs.
Okay. And
This is a very generic course, guys. Okay, we are not, even though it's a specific for SAP, it's a very generic course. After completion of this, you can apply for any sort of TOSCA automation jobs.
and one more thing is in my I'm working in a company laptop, so where I cannot install any software in it. So how to do that?
Do you have any
It's a
personal machine?
company.
I think you need
No,
to.
I don't.
I think you need to plan something. I mean, okay, because like if you're practicing, no, then only you can get an exact idea how this will be working.
Okay. If I want to take my manager permission, so if I take, what is the software or what is the thing I need to install? Means from the from the IT end, not from your end.
We'll
Means they have the admin rights.
we'll discuss in the personal message, Navin. Okay, you can ping me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. My number is like I put a latest message like hi all, please join the call like that. So that is my number. You can ping me. Okay, I will guide you.
Just let me check it.
Yeah, sure. Hi Raj, you can.
Yeah, hi, good night, Prakash.
Yes.
Actually, I have one doubt.
Hmm.
So you said SAP SD, how many days it will take to cover SAP SD module? You said, actually, I joined late class due to some network issues. That's it.
No worries. Actually, this is a automation course. Specifically, we are looking into SAP SD module for the practice purpose, for learning purpose as well. So this will like we are not covering the SAP SD completely at the first. We are going to jump to the TOSCA. Simultaneously, we'll be learning TOSCA and SAP SD as well.
So at least it will take 4 to 5 days, right, to automate those flows, right?
First test case, it will take around 6 to 7 sessions. When the 6 to 7 sessions will be automating one end-to-end flow.
Yeah. You have mentioned TCD, right? Test case design.
Mm.
So in TCD, you will use a SAP only, right? SAP only, not web-based applications. Because I already have web application knowledge. So I joined this course particularly for SAP only.
Yes,
In
we are going to
interview, I
discuss
have faced
about
with
the
questions like
SAPs.
how you implement SAP with the TOSCA, TCD with the SAP application. Those type of questions I have asked.
I'm going
I
to
have faced for that.
discuss both SAP GUI with TCD, SAP Web with TCD. Two type of scenario I'm going to discuss in a class.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So one OTC cycle, OTC cycles will be covered, right? Only
Yes.
OTC.
Yes.
Okay. So only related to SD you will cover, not MM, FI, this one of things.
No, I'm going to cover it about the SD alone in this course.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Raj. Kishore?
Listen, actually, I want to know, like, say, other than SAP, like, whatever the current market, okay, jobs. So, how is the demand for other like non-SAP applications, like I can say web-based applications, like, so how much percentage?
Hmm. Okay. I will give a rough number. Okay, like, but you can check in a real time. Okay, you can check in a LinkedIn, Nagri, Indeed, so that will give a real time demand about the market. When it comes to real time, so like if you are finding, it depends upon how the market is pushing. I can't predict the exact thing, but overall, if the market is in the peak hiring session, so you can find a huge opportunity with TOSCA with SAP when comparing with TOSCA with other applications. Okay, TOSCA with other applications will be less. TOSCA with SAP will be very high. Okay, so but in this particular course, we are going to discuss how to automate an SAP, TOSCA with the web-based applications, TOSCA with desktop-based applications. So will be covering both. After completion of the course, you can apply for a job with the TOSCA
Hello,
with other
Pawan sir.
applications, TOSCA with SAP as well.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
hi
When
Sarika.
it comes to
Good
demand,
evening.
TOSCA with SAP will be high
Yeah,
if it is a
did
peak
you
hiring.
install? Yeah, I'm good. Did you install Python on this
Okay, right.
PyCharm?
Yeah, I installed,
Yeah.
but I have
So I'll be
something that I'll
quickly
show
taking
to
the
you.
questions in the
Remember I
from the
sent you a
chat.
screenshot where I can see
Yes,
I
yes,
cannot share
yes,
my
yes, yes,
application.
yes. Hmm.
Yeah, so I
Dex
want to show that like
execution
how
is
can
going to
Yeah,
cover.
yeah. Meanwhile, Ankita joins. You can
Dex is
share
going to
your
cover,
screen
guys.
and you
Like
can show
as
it.
Amuda is asked,
okay,
so I'm
so
going to
is
cover
it
the
not
Dex
after
as
the
well.
class? You want me to start now?
Yeah,
DDS part is will
if
be covered.
yeah, we'll do that after the class. We
Yes.
can do that in that case.
I heard no coding will
You
be
will
required.
be
Yes, there is
joining
no
today's
coding is
class, right? You will
required.
continue, right?
Only
Yes,
the
so we can start
there
the
is no
class
coding
now.
knowledge required at all.
Yes,
There is
yes,
no
we can
coding is
start.
involved in this automation.
Just a second.
SAP will be SAP Fiori will be
Did
covered obviously because we
you
are going to
watch the
discuss about the
yesterday's
HANA.
video on
SAP
previous
Fiori will be
days
100%
videos?
covered.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
What will be
Okay,
that
okay.
is for me as fresher?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Please
Don't know
confirm
the
once
experience.
you are able to see my
No
screen.
worries, you're completely
Yeah,
welcome for this course. Okay, because this course will start from the scratch. Okay? You can learn everything from the scratch. There is no prerequisite required. Okay, no, there is no corporate mail ID is required to get any access. Okay, I will be there to guide you, and if you're facing any issues while configuring, I will be there to support you. After installation of after configuring everything in your machine, then only I'm going to going depth into the sessions. And I will be assigning a regular task. So for that, I'm going to focus individually for the installation purpose and getting the access and all. Are you going to support the resume preparations? I'm not going to completely support for the resume preparations. If you want any specific inputs towards the end of the class, you can remind me. I will give a valid inputs how to prepare a resume. TCD concept. TCD concept, actually this question is also answered. TCD concept will cover with both SAP and web. If you want, most of the time, if I'm discussing about the topics, if any, I will came across any interview questions, I will give in a regular class, I will give interview questions. If any topic is important for an interview perspective, I will highlight in the course during the sessions itself. TOSCA automation. So if you are if you are attending an interview for SAP TOSCA with SAP, first they will check your TOSCA knowledge. Okay, you need to be 100% proficient in the TOSCA. If you are not proficient in the TOSCA, even though they are testing your SAP knowledge, you won't be moved to the next level. So if you are 100% specific, if how proficient you with your TOSCA is the main goal, main key here. If you are facing any interview for TOSCA with SAP, okay. If you are 100% proficient with the TOSCA, like if something like whatever they're expecting in SAP, if you are missing something, say they won't reject you because you are proficient with TOSCA, learning in SAP and pushing you into to learn the SAP. That won't be a big deal for them. They need a proper automation tester who properly test the TOSCA automation tool. No worries, guys. Whatever is mentioned in the syllabus, I will 100% cover in this one. If any sessions is if any topic is missed, I will know. I won't hesitate to extend the session to 30 to 35 hours. Okay. Any other questions, guys?
Prakash, so I already have TOSCA installed and I'm already currently using it. Can I use the same thing or?
You can use the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other doubts, guys? The course is going to start from tomorrow. Okay. All the details will be shared in the group. If you have any queries, you can reach out to the admin team. Admin team, you can find it. They will be the admin in the group. You can reach out to them. If you need any specific information, you can reach out to them in the group. If you need any sort of information from my end, you can reach out to me as well. If any common queries, you can post it in the group. Any other queries, guys? Yes, Chandra.
Yeah. Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yeah.
Yeah. I was asking that as a TOSCA automation engineer, in which phase of a SAP project he will be involved, right?
After, like, if based on what methodology the project is adopting, whether they are adopting for agile or whether they are using the waterfall. If they are adopting the agile, during the functional testing phase itself, you will be involved. Okay. Even if you are adopting for the waterfall, maybe after completion of the functional testing, you will be involved. Automation testing people will be involved. Okay, once it is done, automation, like even irrespective of the methodology, whether it's agile or waterfall, after completion of the automation, means after completion of the script development and all, you will be asked to do a regression testing on periodic basis, like once in a week or twice in a week, or once in a month, depends upon the business requirement. You will be working in to perform the regression testing. Okay, and when it comes to TOSCA, there will be a few segments you are going to work. Not everyone will going to work on the development. Some people will work on the maintenance project. Some people will work on the regression project. Okay, based upon the business requirement, you're going to place it.
Okay, and one thing I want to ask, like in a real time, like the consultant are facing tickets on a daily basis. So something which some bug is there in SAP, so the consultant fix it up. After that, that also needs to be tested. So that part is also will be gone to the TOSCA tester, or the part will be done by the functional tester there.
Actually, during that functionality itself, something broken, that will be fixed, right? That will be already covered in the automation, because that is breaking our existing flow. If that is a particular case, like if it means on end-to-end flow, some bug is found, some flow is broken because of the bug. Okay, once the bug is fixed, the functional team, they will definitely they will check the functionality whether that is working fine or not. Also, automated testers will be automated that end-to-end flow already. We are going to run that particular test case again, and we are going to ensure that the flow is working fine or not. Once it is done, also as automation testers, we'll be asking you to perform the regression testing as well. During the impact of the bug, is any existing or important critical flow is affected or not? We are going to perform the regression testing as well. That's what will come for the automation testers.
Okay.
So if anyone wants to speak with me personally one-on-one, means you can stay in the call. Okay. Okay. Anyone have any questions? Any generic questions? Okay, thank you all for joining. The class is going to start by tomorrow. Okay, we are going to discuss the very important topics from tomorrow. Okay, all the details related to the course will be posted after this session. Thank you all for joining. We will meet tomorrow again at the same time, 9 p.m. IST. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you, Prakash.
Yeah, thank you, Prakash.
Thanks.
Yeah, let me quickly share my screen. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yeah, yesterday